tried something new today and I want to share it with you guys. So a little backstory to this one. I'm not really a fan of EAs or trading robots for two main reasons. The very first one, I believe with the way I trade and the way I look at my strategy, I always need some amount of human element to make the right decisions on the market, or this has helped shape my career so far and I've been able to be profitable. I just don't see a trading robot doing things the way I want it to be done. The very second one is with the way this industry operates. I just know that if trading robots are like that profitable or it's easy money, everybody would have been doing that by now. But nonetheless, I'm still open-minded because of where the world is going right now with the AI technology and whatnot that we have. I just know that at a point they're going to have very powerful robots or EAs that can get a job done. And then over the weekend, a mentee of mine asked me a question about EAs, and then I decided to make some small research about EAs and then try a few things out, share with him and also my subscribers what I have found. So as any other beginner into the EA world, I started my journey by looking out for EAs online. Then I started seeing lots of EAs that were being quoted at exorbitant prices, some as high as $5,000 something. So it really did spark my interest because I was like, if there are a lot of EAs out there at these exorbitant prices, then they must be doing something incredibly different that I don't know about. Also, because I'm new to this field, obviously I'm not going to splurge $5,000 or $10,000 in a trading robot to just come and test it out. So I decided to look for another alternative. Then I realized that you can actually have access to free trading robots online, and then they were right on our meta code. So this particular video is just going to take you guys through my journey of finding this particular EA. I chose it based on reviews and the fact that according to the reviews it is the best on the platform. So I just put it on my MT5 and then the result is what you're about to see. So don't go anywhere, watch this video to the end. At the end of the day, I would like to know your opinions about EAs, whether this is a good one or we should just trash it. I mean, more research or subsequent research needs to be done. This alone cannot be enough to just make that ultimate or final decision, but I believe it is a starting point. So don't go anywhere, join me in this video. But before I do that, if you are new here, kindly subscribe to this channel. Also turn on your post notifications so that anytime I post a video like this, you'll be one of the first people to watch it. So without wasting much time, let's get straight into today's video. What you have on your screen now is MT5 desktop platform, and I'm going to be using a demo account to test out this strategy. So MT5 has a market where you can purchase all of these EAs and then also get them for free. So if you look on the screen, you can come over here, you can just click on market, or you can find market somewhere around here. So over here, what you can see is a combination of everything, including EAs and then indicators. So if you want to try the indicators out as well, this is where you can come. So these ones are being sold, and what we are looking for is experts or EA, expert advisors. So you click on experts, then it takes you to this platform, and then you need to change this from most rated to the free ones because we are looking for the free one that we can try almost immediately. And then based on review, we can see that the very first one we have here is the dark Venus. So this particular EA is what I'm going to install on my MT5 and then see how it plays out. Now I already have the EA installed, but I want to show you guys how you can get it. So you click on the dark Venus, and this is what you can know about the EA. So right here I have open because I already have it, but if you don't have it, you're going to see download here. When you click on download, if you don't have an account with the Meta Codes community, they're going to ask you to create one, and it's not difficult. All you need is an email and then password. So after you've done that, you just come here and let's take a look at our EA and what it really does. So the EA is a fully automatic expert advisor for scalping strategies. They are letting you know that it's a scalping EA and it works with what? Bollinger Bands. So this strategy or the EA has been coded using the Bollinger Bands. So it works like the way the App Store works on your phone. They just tell you about the application and what it does, and then the things that you need to know about it, specific things like this. So recommendation says that what the recommended time frame depends on your settings, but you can use M5 and M15. That is the 15 minutes time frame or the 5 minutes time frame, and all other time frames with the appropriate settings. So it means by default, if you want best results, you can just be playing around M5 and then M15. So that's our first clue here. And then the experts can go on Euro USD, GBP USD, AD USD, and USD card, but also in others with appropriate settings. So it is telling you that if you want best results, I think you should just be going for this currency pairs. That, in my opinion, that's what I think. Any other currency pair, I think you have to do a lot of settings or tweaking here and there to make it suit your agenda. So these are all the things that you need to know about EA. I cannot go into all of them now. I think we have the most important information. Now let's look at the reviews. So the reviews are saying an excellent expert, be careful with the lot size settings, okay, do test over a long period of time. So and they have 4.5 stars review. So I think this must be doing something right. Let's see how it goes though. It's been a little over a week with this EA and early results are extremely good. I've tried demos so far with 10k deposit and 1k deposit on 2 different brokers, and it works really well on all the settings. I'm quite happy with the performance. Well, let's find out for ourselves. So that's enough review there. Let's just go in on the chart and see how we can do this. So this is Euro USD. I've decided to use the 15 minutes time frame for this test or this experiment. As you can see, my EA is already installed, so you can see my expert advices column. You can see the dark Venus right here, so it's already installed. I'll take you through the settings briefly. So there are 2 ways I can go about this. I can put it in live market condition and allow it to trade for some time and then come back with the results, or I can just backtest it on previous months and see how it played out in those months. And then I think for the purpose of a first video, I want to just backtest it, and then on subsequent videos I can try the live market conditions and then see exactly how it plays out. So I'm going to use the strategy tester to test this particular EA and see how it goes. So the tester requires you to put in some settings to see how it runs. So the very first one, we have our EA right here. We have our symbol to be Euro USD, time frame 15 minutes. So for the customized period, we're going to be using 1st January this year 2024 all the way to yesterday 19th February and see how it plays out. The highest leverage here is 1:100, which is completely fine. And then the next place you want to come to is inputs, right? So if you want to make some changes to the EA to suit your trading style, or you want to change how the EA works on other currency pairs, you need to come to inputs, and then you have access to all of these things to change, right? But as I said, we're going to be using the default settings provided by the developer and see how it plays out. So I'm not going to change anything here. I'm just going to go ahead and click on start to run this particular test. Okay guys, so there we have it. The EA has been tested and we currently have our results, and I've already noticed a few things which I'll be going to shortly. But so far this EA is saying if you had a $10,000 account, or you put a $10,000 on the market from the 1st of January all the way to 18th February this year, you should have made about extra $2,700 profit, which is quite impressive if you ask me. So the EA basically got the job done. But I noticed a few things about the EA that I want to share with you guys. The first one, the EA holds on to losing trades for long until they become profits, and then it closes out on profits very fast. So it started by doing very well. It took the account all the way to $500 in the first week of It took the account all the way to $500 in the first week of January. It took the account all the way to $500 in the first week of January, but then lost it all the way back in the midpoint, somewhere around the middle, and it was in drawdown of about $3,000. So the account was sitting about $7,000 at the point, and the EA didn't close the trade. So I think the EA is built on the fact that it's going to hold the trade all the way in drawdown until it becomes profit. So if you are the type of trader that doesn't really care about the risk management or believes in the ends justifying the means, because at the end of the day, the EA was still able to return a profit of what? $2,700 for you, but it went all the way in drawdown of about $3,000, and it could have been worse. So I don't really know about the risk management parameters of the EA, but I think that it is something that you need to look at or tweak if you want things to work the way you want it to work. Or the next thing that I also realized is that it kind of does the opposite things in a trending market. So I realized that on countless occasions, if the market was trending all the way to the downside, the EA would take a lot of buy positions whilst you are in drawdown. And then if it's trending all the way up, the EA takes a lot of sell trades, which is quite like the reverse of what a normal trader would have been doing. But once again, the EA has the results, so it is now up to you. Let me know what you think about the EA in the comment section. Now let's go to the history. So this is the history of all the trades that were taken. You can see a series of buys and sells on Euro USD, quite a lot of them. It took about 474 trades in a month of active trading on Euro USD. So the next thing you want to look at, or if you want any other data from the EA, this is where you can come. You can come to the backtest column here. You see all the data about the EA, and you can go to the graph as well. The graph is like an equity curve. It tells you how the account, and this is what I was talking about. This era was quite bad for the EA. So the EA started off nicely. Now the blue line represents the balance, and then the green line represents the equity. So the equity is where the account balance had been to at the point in time. So it started off very nicely with just small or minor drawdowns. We got here, we started seeing major drawdowns. At this point, we went all the way down to $7,000, and then it found its way all the way back up, and then currently seated here. So we made about $2,700 on this particular trade. So there you have it, guys. This is the EA's performance within a month of trading. Subsequently, I'm going to do live market conditions and then give you some time to see how it plays out. I'm also going to make some research about how to tweak some of the parameters to get the best settings for the EA and see how that also plays out. Let me know what you think about the EA in the comment section. Now, before I leave, guys, one more thing. If you are looking for a community of traders, or you are looking for a community where you can get active trading information and then educational content, you want to click on the link in my description to join the RickFX Telegram community, because that is exactly what we do there. Also, click on the link in my description to create an account with my recommended broker XNES. Do well to follow me on all social media platforms at RICK__FX, especially on Instagram and on Twitter. That'll be all for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.